Hey guys, welcome back to Dee Dee's Mediterranean Kitchen. Today I'm going to make a different version of hummus. It's hummus with meat. If you want this recipe or any of my other recipes, remember to go to www.ddmed.com. Remember, if you need any of these spices, I also sell the spices on my website if you can't find them at your local grocery store. Now, what we're going to start off with is some hummus. I pre-made this hummus. I got the recipe from my hummus recipe. It's on my website. And what I'm going to do is put it into a nice flat dish. Then you want to spread it out. Put it all, depending on the size of the dish, you may not use all the hummus, but just spread it around in a circular fashion. Just like that. See? Just like that. Now, after you spread it around, I like to add some paprika. If you don't like to add paprika or you don't like any spices, you don't have to add it. I like to add it because it gives the hummus a nice taste. So I'm just going to sprinkle it around. It doesn't really matter how you sprinkle it because we're going to put the meat on top. So look at that. I just sprinkled the paprika on top. Okay? What I did here was I browned a ½ pound of ground beef. I browned it for about 10 minutes, 7 to 10 minutes. In a pan, I added a ½ teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper, and a 1/4 teaspoon of 7 spices. 7 spices, you can find it on my website. I'm going to sprinkle the browned ground beef over the hummus dish. Just sprinkle it around evenly. Now this dish, if you're having, you and a couple of guests over a cocktail party or something and you don't want anything too light and you don't want anything too heavy, it goes great with some fresh pita bread. It's amazing. It's very filling. It's not regular hummus because you have the beef with it. So I sprinkled the meat on top. Take a look at that. Right there. And I toasted some pine nuts. If you don't like pine nuts, you can toast some sliced almonds. I put about a tablespoon of butter in a pan. I put about a ½ cup of the pine nuts, put them on low to medium heat, and just keep mixing them until they're nice and brown in the color you like. See? Just like that. And I'm going to sprinkle that on top. If you don't like nuts, you don't even have to put any nuts. When I was a kid, I didn't like pine nuts, I didn't like almonds, I didn't like any of them. As I got older, I acquired taste for them. So just like that. I have 1 tablespoon of freshly chopped parsley. I'm going to sprinkle that on top. If you don't like parsley, you don't have to add parsley. Remember, Dee Dee's Mediterranean Kitchen is to teach you how to make Mediterranean food the way that you like it. Everybody likes different dishes differently. So I sprinkled the parsley, the pine nuts, and the meat. See how it's nice and even? Last finishing touch is some extra virgin olive oil. It adds a great taste. Just generously put some on top, probably about a ½ cup. Let's say a 1/3 cup. Just like that. And look at that, it's nice and shiny and so good. I'm telling you, you're gonna love this. You can put it in a little pita pocket. It's great. You can cut up the pita into nice little triangles, serve it next to it. It's great at a cocktail party. It's great as a side dish if you're having other main courses. It's really, really fun. It's another Mediterranean version of hummus. Try it out. Let me know what you think. Let your friends taste it. And join me again for Dee Dee's Mediterranean Kitchen.